SMT Nation, we back. Nation, big news out of T-Mobile. They had a great quarter. Obviously, there's a lot of positives and things that we've been making videos about. This one in particular, I want to talk about their 5G home internet. It continues to be the shining star. And, not to say that T-Mobile has a problem growing. I mean, no way. They added over 777,000 postpaid phone net adds, but the home broadband situation it really works for them. Anyways, we're going to talk about that here in today's video, what it means for you, the consumer, what it means for them, the business, and what we can expect moving forward on this service. Link for the article from the T-Mobile newsroom on the press release for the quarter will be provided in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share this video, subscribe if you're new here, and turn on the bell notifications icon to never miss an upload from the SMT. All right, folks, so here's the numbers. T-Mobile 5G home internet. Net customer additions came in at 406,000. According to T-Mobile, that is best in industry, highest share of industry net additions ever. One of the quotes that I actually got from the earnings conference from CEO Mike Sievert is they took 75% share of the market in terms of the net gains. This obviously probably takes into account the fact that both Comcast and Spectrum Charter had huge negatives, major losses, and I think that's somehow, some way how they came up with this number. For what it's worth, I think Verizon added over 390,000 of these high-speed broadband customers in their 5G home internet. So very, very similar between the two. So the question becomes, is how much of this is going to carry over this momentum, this continued growth into the future? Now, I've already kind of laid out my predictions. I do believe that T-Mobile still has about a year of this, where they can add 400,000 and 500,000. It does appear to have slowed down a little bit, but I'll tell you what, in a quarter where they added 406,000, in a quarter where they increased pricing, and they got rid of a promotional rate, which made the pricing, I think, $10 more expensive. And I think since then they've actually dropped the price again, but it looks to me like they found a cozy spot where they like to sell this service. They like to sell it between, that $10 price point difference, $40 and $50, or what I think it's $45 and $55 with autopay. So they found their little spot, and I think what happens is when they start to lose a little bit of momentum, they drop the pricing through that promotional rate, and then it helps them garner some more considerations from switchers. Now, who are they taking? According to T-Mobile, they're still taking a balanced share of rural customers, urban customers, and suburban customers. Now, the rural customer is very easy to take because they likely don't really have any options or even have a good option. So they're easy to take, and that's really relative to probably, what type of fiber circuits T-Mobile can have access to there. A 1 gig fiber circuit kind of caps the potential as to how much capacity they have. They're still running the fallow capacity plan and rationale and mission. Additionally, one of the things that, Mike Sievert spoke to was they're constantly analyzing the network, and what it can handle. They look at it from a sector by sector, tower by tower basis. They consider the current usage. They consider the future usage. They consider mobile data users, the growth of that user base, the growth per customer, and how much data they're going to increase in usage each year. And then that's kind of how they distribute the service based on that. But they have huge demand, guys. He said that people are still waiting to get their hands on the service, and they can't meet the demand, right? So the demand is exceeding the availability. I do not see a version of this that's going to slow down considerably, sizably anytime soon. To me, I think T-Mobile still has another year of this. They've exceeded 5.6 million customers on the service. I think at some point in Q3, they hit the 6 million mark. And then I think T-Mobile by the end of this year probably ends up around 6.5 million. And they start having the conversation about them hitting 7 million early next year and them starting to guide up beyond the 8 million plan for 2025. So be on the lookout for growth in the service. Be on the lookout for continued momentum. Be on the lookout for the pricing action moving between that $10 price point differential, and just be ready to see that demand continue to stay pretty healthy. And they seem pretty content with the way things are going. look, they're taking share, they're growing. Cable's in trouble. They haven't really changed on a national scale on their approaches, but T-Mobile is doing pretty well. And for what it's worth, I think Verizon is too. And now AT&T, they're starting to scale. Not what T-Mobile and Verizon are doing, but they are too. Anyways, this is big for T-Mobile. Continued success here. Your thoughts and opinions, welcome down below. You're the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.